Kelly Osbourne is back once again, giving another proper thrashing to the woke scolds, this time saying, I don't care what you think of me. Of course, this should be the mentality that we all have when it comes to dealing with SJWs and wokesters. But unfortunately, there are way too many people out there that are willing to cave to them. There are way too many corporations and companies and individuals out there who look at the outrage culture and bend the knee to it. Kelly Osbourne seems to not be someone who is interested in that, which is something that we don't see happening very often when it comes to people from Hollywood. So let's go ahead and take a look at what she says here, because she says a lot of really good stuff in this interview that we're going to be taking a look at. So let's go ahead and jump into it. After giving cancel culture the middle finger in the wake of her mother's exit from the talk for defending Piers Morgan's attacks on Meghan Markle, former reality star Kelly Osbourne has told the woke scold she does not care what they think of her. And of course, like I said, this is exactly the response that we should all have. Because it doesn't matter who you really are. It doesn't matter what the truth about you really is. The wokesters, the SJWs, will paint an image of you, and then they will run with that image. They will run with the narrative that they have constructed around you. And of course, that doesn't mean that it's true. In most cases, it absolutely is not true. They will call you a racist when you're not a racist. They will call you, a misogynist when you're not a misogynist. But those are the narratives that they will construct around you and run with. So don't give in to them, because it is false. It is lies. It is all just built on lies that they have made about you. Speaking to US Weekly, Osbourne said that while she welcomes the many changes happening throughout the world, she felt there was a lack of grace toward people who might make mistakes or those who fail to understand what's happening. I keep trying to get people to change the way they think about this, in the sense of don't be afraid to make a mistake, because we all are so privileged and it's an honor. We're a part of the right side of history. We're a part of a time when the world is changing finally for the good, in the sense that people are waking up. They're seeing that people have not been held accountable, that there's a huge problem with race in this world. So I don't know if I necessarily agree with what she's saying in the beginning here, because basically she's saying that she agrees with a lot of the woke things, a lot of the woke ideals, and a lot of the neo-Marxist type of ideologies. But at the same time, she also doesn't think that people should be canceled for having different opinions than she has, which is exactly the response that we should all have. The pendulum swung so far in one direction that it's going to have to swing in the other for a little bit before we find some normal ground and we figure out what's right and what's wrong. Osbourne, however, feared that people will not engage in conversations if the threat of being canceled or expelled from society looms large over them. That's why, I don't give an F about cancel culture. I don't give an F about what anyone thinks about me in that sense, she says. If you think I'm a racist, fine. You think I'm a racist. I know who I am. I don't care what you think of me. I care what my family thinks of me. I don't care what somebody hiding behind a keyboard and a fake Instagram page who puts up stuff where they don't practice what they preach thinks. Which is a shame to say, but Kelly Osbourne is having bigger balls here. She has more of a spine here than most of the people out there who are conservative. Most of the people out there who are Republican, especially when it comes to government, right? Republicans in government are absolutely useless. They are spineless cowards who will continue to bend to the outrage mob time and time again. And they don't actually stand for the principles, for American principles or American ideologies. They don't actually stand for any of that. They will continue to cave time and time again. That is one of my biggest frustrations with Republicans, and with a lot of conservatives in general as well. But what she says here is absolutely correct. I care what my family thinks about me, not some rando behind their keyboard. Right? That is absolutely the response that we should all have to this. I don't freaking care what somebody that I've never even met in my life thinks about me. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm doing my thing, and I'm not going to let some screeching weirdo from their computer who lives thousands of miles away scream at me and try to dictate my life. I'm not going to let that happen. Kelly Osbourne's comments follow statements she made to Extra where she said F cancel culture. So anyway, I didn't know what was really going on in this country because I just thought that simply being not racist was enough. She said, it's not. It's actually not. You have to be actively not racist, which doesn't make any sense to me. She's saying simply being not racist is not enough. You have to be actively not racist. Like, why can't people just not be racist? Like, I don't understand this weird new, like, mentality that these people have where you have to be actively not racist. You can't just be not racist. You have to be anti-racist. And it's just like, duh. Like, just because I'm not, you know, holding up a sign on a sidewalk somewhere that's, you know, says BLM or something doesn't mean that I'm not racist. Like, I'm not racist at all. But I don't need to go out and prove that I'm not racist by holding up a sign or reading a book on it. I just know that I don't judge people based on their skin color. Bottom line, that's it. Like, I just don't let that be a thing that affects what I believe about people or what I think about people. It's just really weird, this whole idea here. But anyway, a lot of what Kelly Osbourne says here is good, and she is actually someone who is showing a little bit of courage in the face of SJWs and wokesters, and that is something that there's a lot of people that I can't say that for. And it's something that we need to continue to, you know, fight against. We need to continue to realize that it's the people that actually are in our lives that matter when it comes to their opinions. It doesn't matter what people all over the internet think about us. It doesn't matter. Life is too short to bend our life around all of these randos out there, all of these strangers out there that don't even know us personally. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new here to my channel. I'd appreciate that a lot. I also just started up a locals community as well, JosiahRises. You can go find it over there. I appreciate if you guys would go follow me over there and become part of that community. I'm really going to be putting a lot of focus over there, and I'm very excited for what I want to do with that. So make sure you go follow me over there. I would appreciate that a lot. I am also on Odyssey as well. So make sure you go follow me over there. And I'll talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart's desire.